doing some swimming?
Yeah. Don't move.
Okay, I'm gonna go do the video. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Intuitive Angling. Much appreciated you guys checking the video out today, and we're out here swimming with the boys on Table Rock Lake a little bit. And the swim beach gave me a good idea for today's video. We're gonna do a video on how to fish pea gravel banks. And as you can see here, we got a really nice pea gravel bank behind us. Gonna give you guys some tips and advice on catching them on pea gravel banks. And hey, anyway, if you guys are interested in booking an on the water lesson with me here on Table Rock Lake or around some of the Missouri lakes here, just shoot me a private message on my Facebook page, Randy Blockett Professional Angler. Give you all the details on that. Okay guys, let's talk about pea gravel banks here. If you live in the Ozarks like I do, pea gravel banks like this are a key area a lot of the year. I mean, really 12 months out of the year, they're really good. And there's a lot of lakes across the country that has pea gravel. There's very few man-made impoundments that don't have some level of pea gravel. So there's a few. What are you doing there? Huh? You coming over here?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a few tricks and tips catching off the pea gravel, but you know, it would take an hour to do the video to cover all 4 seasons. So I basically want to talk about the seasonal pea gravel bank fishing in the summertime. So what you want to look for is the first thing that I like with pea gravel in the summertime are some type of the pea gravel point. You know, this is just a bank behind us, but pea gravel flat points are excellent places to fish in the summertime. Bass will use them in a variety of depths. They'll use them shallow early in the morning, low light conditions late in the evening. They move out onto them in different depths depending upon the water clarity, and they suspend a lot around them too, especially if you have a lake that has a mixed species like smallmouth, spotted bass, and largemouth. Pea gravel points are great places to catch suspended bass. Generally, what you have to remember when you're fishing pea gravel in the summer on a point is it's all about water clarity dictates your technique and how deep you want to fish. In general, if you have a lake that has over 3 foot of visibility, sort of pushing 4 foot of visibility, you're going to have a mix of suspended bass and bottom feeding bass on those same points. Some of those bass will get out and they'll chase shad. They're getting out in that 50, 60 foot of water, roaming around off the end of those point ends and sides. Some of those fish are going to be setting up just on the bottom on the gravel, anywhere between 5 to 20 foot zone, feeding on crawdads. Sometimes you can catch bass, you can catch suspended bass and bottom feeding bass on the same points. Another thing that I like about pea gravel points in the summer is they're a great place for schooling fish. If you have a calm day, doesn't even have to have clouds, but a calm day, it'll bring those fish up to the surface, chasing shad there to getting high in the water column. Now, another area that I like to fish, if you got a pea gravel bank like this behind me here, and you have any type of a drop off, sometimes these pea gravel banks are located on really flat slopes, gradual tapers into the water, and at some point, a lot of times, these pea gravel banks will have some type of a break off the end of them. They don't need much. If you've got a break that is a little bit more irregular than just a gradual slope, those fish will set up on those breaks just like they do a ledge, on a TVA lake or something. And you can take a football head jig, you can take a crankbait, and you can catch them on that. And finally, another really good way to catch them off pea gravel banks is get on these things and cover water with the top water. You can take like a buzzbait, a whopper plopper. Doesn't even have to be early in the morning. A lot of times you'll have some bluegill spawn on these type of banks, and I like to take a top water, especially in later summer like August, and just cover as much water as I can, throw that top water right up on the bank, and we'll nail it. So anyway, just a few tips today. We're gonna get out here doing some more swimming with the boys and everything. So we'll talk to you guys later.